Good morning, students. Welcome to this YouTube channel. This is Khilesh Kumar, Assistant Professor in English, and this is your English literature class. And in today's English literature class, you know that our William Shakespeare's play, As You Like It, is going on. So, As You Like It, you know, written by William Shakespeare, and we have completed our two parts in our previous video, part first and part second. And now, my dear students, today part third. So in our part first, we have studied about the introduction to the writer William Shakespeare. You know, my dear students, William Shakespeare belongs to Elizabethan age, okay? And Elizabethan age timing was 1550 to 1603. After this age, Jacobean age starts. So this age is also Elizabethan age, is also known as Shakespearean age, because in that age William Shakespeare was the prominent and eminent writer, very popular writer, very fantastic writer. So that's why this age is also called the age of Shakespeare, which is Elizabethan age. Elizabethan age is also known as the age of Shakespeare. And in our second video, we have discussed about the starting scene of the play, in which we see that the rightful Duke is banished by his younger brother Duke Frederick. So now Duke Frederick is the king of this state, and we have seen that and we have read that Orlando and Oliver, they are two brothers, and Oliver has a hatredness to his younger brother Orlando, because Orlando is very kind-hearted, is very good person, very handsome, intelligent, and he is very good at heart. And Oliver is not good at heart, he is a very bad person. So Oliver dislikes his brother Orlando. So he makes a conspiracy, and he encourages Orlando to participate a wrestling match, in which a very dangerous wrestler Charles participating, so that Charles can break the neck of his brother, and all the money which left by his father will be achieved by him, because Oliver doesn't want to give the half money to his brother Orlando. So after this match, you know that at the end of this second video, we have read that surprisingly, or we can say luckily, Orlando wins in that match. And in this match, you know that the Duke Frederick is present there, and his niece, the daughter of rightful Duke, Rosalind, or we can say the heroine of this play, and Celia, his own daughter, the daughter of Frederick. So they all are present there, and when Orlando looks the beautiful girl or Rosalind, so Orlando falls in love with beautiful Rosalind. So, my dear students, in wrestling match, the wrestling match which was held between the dangerous wrestler Charles and the Orlando. And now the wrestling match, who is the winner? Orlando. Orlando falls in love with beautiful Rosalind at first sight. So, at first sight, Orlando falls in love with Rosalind. As Orlando wins the match, so obviously now Duke Frederick has to give the prize, but Duke Frederick doesn't give the promised prize. What was the reason? Because he refers to Duke Frederick, because Duke Frederick comes to know that Orlando is the son of the supporter of the banished Duke. So here Orlando's father, the father of Orlando, is the supporter of the banished Duke. And who banished the Duke? Duke Frederick. So when Duke Frederick comes to know this thing, so he doesn't give the prize to Orlando. But Rosalind also attracts towards Orlando, and she takes off her own chain from her own neck. She takes off her own chain and gives to Orlando, who is the match winner, as a prize. So as a prize, Rosalind gives her own chain to Orlando. So this incident is not liked by Duke Frederick. Next, yes. At this incident, Duke Frederick gets angry. Duke Frederick gets angry because Duke Frederick doesn't like Orlando, because Orlando is the son of the supporter. Is the son. Or we can say Orlando's father is the supporter of the rightful Duke. So Duke Frederick gets angry on Rosalind, because Rosalind has given her own chain. So at this incident, Duke Frederick gets angry and he orders Rosalind to leave the palace. He ordered Rosalind to leave the palace at once and follow her father into banishment. So Duke Frederick gets angry and he gives an order to Rosalind that she should leave the palace, she should leave the court at once, and now she must go to her father, the Duke, and her father, where is her father living now? In the forest of Arden. So Duke Frederick orders Rosalind to go to the forest of Arden, where her father is living now. But Celia pleads for Rosalind, but Duke Frederick doesn't change his order. Celia makes so much request to change his father's order, but his father Duke Frederick doesn't change his order. Rosalind and Celia love each other. They both are cousin sister and they love each other. So they both plan to leave the court for the forest of Arden. So Celia doesn't want to live without Rosalind, because the both sisters love each other. They do not live in separated. So they both plan to leave the court for the forest of Arden. In night, they run with the company of Touchstone. So Touchstone here we can say a clown. So they run with the company of Touchstone as disguise, but they disguise their appearance with the names Ganymede and Alina respectively. So they disguise. Rosalind disguise as Ganymede and Celia disguise as Alina respectively, and they go to the forest. So Rosalind and Celia now in the forest of Arden, and now a parallel story is also moving, where Orlando also moves to the forest because his brother Oliver has tried to kill him. He set fire, but a very loyal servant Adam tells Orlando about his ill will of his brother Oliver. So Orlando leaves his home and he also moves towards forest, where Rosalind and Celia is already living. In the forest, Orlando meets with Rosalind and Celia. So now Orlando meets with Rosalind and Celia in the forest without recognizing them. Orlando doesn't recognize them because they both are in disguise. He tells about his love for Rosalind to them. He doesn't know that Rosalind and Celia are in front of him. So without knowing their recognition, he tells them about his love for Rosalind. So Rosalind herself listen his love, the love of Orlando. So Rosalind's heart moves to listen this. So she says him that he can come to her daily. He can come to her daily and opens her love as if she is Rosalind. And Rosalind says to Orlando that, Orlando, my dear Orlando, you can come to me and you can express your love feeling in front of me. The Rosalind herself is saying this, but Orlando doesn't know that she is a real Rosalind. So this is your part 3rd, and the remaining play I will teach you in the next part. So thank you so much, my dear friends. Like, share and subscribe this YouTube channel. So thank you so much.